Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of i2i Live. My name is Kyle. I am part one of the dynamic duo that is i2i Disney through our eyes. The other half, the better half, being Jessica, my wife, who is not here tonight. This is just me here again on a Monday night for another edition of what we're categorizing as just Disney news, talk, or discussion, usually centralized around a topic. Such as tonight, it being our Walt Disney World trip. Last week, we talked a lot about what to watch on day one of Disney Plus launch day. But that's the main topic I want to hit tonight. But anything and everything is fair game tonight to talk about here on this channel. But you're just stuck with me, no Jessica. So sorry to disappoint. But anyway, thank you so much if you're watching this live, but also on the replay as well. We really appreciate you being here and spending just a few minutes of time with us, or the whole time with us. We hope you do that as well. But I really appreciate those of you that choose to consume this live, such as Dougie Waltergrams. He's in the house. He says, howdy. Amanda Thomason, she is here as well. Good to see you. Alex is in the house as well, and he says, hey, Kyle, sorry I haven't been on. I'm happy to be on tonight. Well, look, man, everybody gets busy. We do miss you on trivia night. You were, I think it's going to be hard for you to come back and win trivia, overall. And Daniel's got a pretty good lead, and I don't know that you can make up ground, but we'd love to have you back competing on Thursday nights with us because we really do miss you. But glad that you're here tonight, so thanks for being here. Amanda says, I'm going to Universal. Ooh, she made me say the bad word. We don't talk about that here on this channel. That does not exist here. But anyway, in all seriousness, though, Amanda, glad that you're getting to go on vacation and go do some fun things, even if it's at that other place that we don't talk about here. So we're going to try to hit some on our trip tonight, but anything that you all want to talk about is fair game to discuss tonight as well. And I do appreciate it. I see somebody's already done that. If you make sure you smash that like button, and then share it out with a friend. And just be interactive with me. Love to hear your thoughts, questions, and comments about what we're going to be doing tonight, because it's always more fun when I have you guys here to hang out with and interact with on a regular basis. I guess I could just kind of start off the top here, and I'm kind of multitasking. You might see me looking over here in the corner a little bit. I do something else on the side, and I'm having to pay attention to that kind of at the same time. So I'm going to try to, my focus is here, but I've kind of got this going on over here in a second. If you know anything about me, what kind of fans we are for something else besides Disney, you'll know what that is. Regardless, that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. Amanda says, hey, really? Yeah, so I'm just, look, I kid, a lot because I am actually not a huge fan of Universal Studios, and I really think that it's fine. It's definitely a step up from a Six Flags or something like that. And I enjoy going to Six Flags. But all it is roller coasters. Universal is kind of it's like Six Flags that got under control with the roller coasters. They have more than just that. So it's not a waste of money to go there or anything like that. It's just not my cup of tea. And then Juan wants to start. I'm guessing those are words from the Harry Potter stuff. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I'm just losing fans left and right here tonight. But seriously, I'm glad that you're getting to go there and have some fun. It's just not my place. My happy place is in Walt Disney World or Disneyland or anything Disney to speak of tonight. So that's what we're here to talk about tonight. So we will be leaving in just not a few days, more than a few days, but some days, on a November 2019 Walt Disney World trip. We'll be gone for about a week, and we've got the funny thing, just kind of giving you an overview of what our trip is going to be like. It's going to be quite interesting because normally what's happened in the past is normally it's Jessica and myself, or it's just Jessica, myself, and one section of our family. So my side of the family, like my two brothers and my mom, or Jessica, her mom, and her brother. So it's usually smaller groups. Well, we said that wasn't enough this time, and we have decided to go with a group of 12. You heard me right, a group of 12. We are taking my dad's entire side of the family, basically, and shoving them into Walt Disney World, doing it all together. It's quite interesting, and it's going to be some entertaining vlog material, so I hope you're ready for that. It will take me a while to get to it, but we're going to be really... I'm excited for what's going to happen, but worried all at the same time. So how about this? I'd love to poll the room real quick, especially for those of you that are here right now. What's the largest group? And when I say group, it doesn't have to mean you're staying in the same room together, because we're not. But what's the largest group that you have been your traveling party with at Walt Disney World or any Disney park? I'd love to hear perspective on that, because I'm sure and I know there are groups larger than what we're doing here, but I just kind of want to feel better about it, especially if some of you out there have been in a group of 12 or so. I'd love to hear if you are can give me words of encouragement about what's going to happen and what to expect, because I think it's going to be quite interesting. Dougie says 12, oh dear. Yes, the number seems very daunting in and of itself, and it's not so much the number as it is the what the number represents, like who's going to be there in that number. It's going to be quite interesting. So we got some answers rolling in. Alex says 12. So Alex, you need to give me your perspective on, did it go well? Did it go poorly? Did you learn something that, I shouldn't do or expect? That would be helpful. Juan says 14 to 15, so about the same thing there. So same for you. If you guys have any advice or even stories, I mean, obviously we can't type out the whole thing here probably, but just funny things that have happened on your groups going to a 12 and a 14 to 15 group trip would be really interesting to hear tonight. So yeah, 12 people. We range in age from, let's see, I think the youngest is about 16 or 17, and the old, obviously, we've got moms and dads here as well, but I am the oldest cousin in that group that's going at about 33 years old. 32. Why do I keep calling myself 33? 32 years old. So this is the first time that we've all been kind of age together. Everybody's pretty, responsible for themselves and can kind of be trusted to be by themselves in parks and stuff like that if that happens. But, we're going to see how it happens. Dougie says he's got to run at Disney World just now, so lots to do. Oh, wow, you're down there as well. How long, if you have not gone yet, how long will you be down there? Because if you're going to be down there during the time we'd like to be there, let's see if we can meet up or something. It'd be great to see you guys. But yeah, let's see. Just let everyone follow their hearts is what Juan says. Yeah, it's pretty interesting advice there. If I let everyone follow their hearts in this trip, it could be quite interesting. Nathan's in the house. He says, "What's up, i2i Disney Through Your Eyes? What do you do? When are you doing Disney Trivia Night?" Disney Trivia Night is every single Thursday night. And what it's on this week, we'll announce in just a little bit. I think when we do Monday Night Lives, we'll try to do that as our announcement date for that. It won't be on ice just yet, but I've got Nathan. I know that you have requested that. I'm strategically waiting on that for something. So, and you actually are written down in a list of who wanted what for Disney Trivia Night themes. So don't think you're going unheard. We will definitely remember that request, and just we'll get to it eventually. Dougie says leaving on Friday, sad times. Yeah, that's really sad. We're actually going to arrive the next day. So have fun, my friend. I'd love to hear some things from you when we probably do another live when we get back, and we'll talk about it. Maybe we can share stories and things like that. That'd be awesome. So thank you for being here, though, Dougie, tonight, and stay as long as you can, but please go enjoy Walt Disney World. My mom is in the house. She said that's 8 guys and 4 girls. Oh my. Yes. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's get that right. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4. And, one of those has married in, 2 of those have married into the family. So they're really, really interesting. I don't know how they've chosen to stay around all this time, but thank you, Mom, for watching tonight. It's going to be really, really, really interesting. Alex says it was me and my family and another family we're close with, plus my grandpa, uncle, and last time you guys were there together. So you weren't just working with the family dynamic; you were working with the whole, working not just family, but a close friend, family friend area there too. So I can imagine it's one thing to deal with family, but when you're trying to work in the needs and wants and desires of someone that you're not related to with that, it's pretty interesting. Nathan, again, we're going to do Disney Trivia Night this week. We'll announce the theme in just a little bit, but it will not be Disney on Ice. I can promise you that, but you are on the list for us to do that at some point. Juan wants it to be Mean Girls Trivia. Is Mean Girls now a Disney film? Someone correct that. Is it a Fox property? I don't really know. Mouse Talk is in the house. What is up, guys? I see Walt and Melissa are here tonight. Thank you guys for coming on over to hang out with us. Kyle, this Thursday is our last Disney Talk Thursday. You can move your time if you need to, just FYI. Wow, I feel like you need to, if you don't want to share it here, message me, Walt, and tell me why you guys are moving it. Be interested to hear about that, if it's not working for you or whatever. I have not been to one of yours recently, unfortunately. Sad to say on that. But please let me know why you guys are doing that, and if you want to share it like in a direct message or something like that. But yeah, I think we've gotten comfortable with the time, and I think that's when everybody knows what it is. So we'll probably just stay right there. It's kind of overlaps good with what we want. We'll think about it though. But thank you for letting me know about that. Alex says it was pretty good when we were there in terms of traveling with their large party. Let's see who else is here. Everybody's saying hi to Walt and Melissa. Nathan says, what's Minnie Mouse's phone number? I'm not sure. It sounds like a joke that I'm not going to know the answer to, but feel free to share that right there. So anyway, while you guys are kind of chatting along with it here, and I want to kind of discuss a little bit about our trip that we've got coming up. Here within this week here. So we're going to arrive on a Saturday, and we will spend the day kind of just getting adjusted. We're going to go definitely here. I'd love to hear this from you guys. I think I posed this in maybe one of our social media posts or something like, what is the very first thing that you have to do at Walt Disney World when you're there? And I'm not talking about, I know the easy answer is unpack or get checked in or things like that, but like you're settled in, you can breathe for a second, and you say, this is what I'm going to do. What is it? Because most people don't go to the parks not most people, a lot of people don't go to the parks that first night. Maybe that's what you do. Do you go to the parks the first night? Do you go to Disney Springs? Do you go eat at a resort? Do you just sit there and relax? I'd love to know what people do, because me, after I'm unpacked, I go nonstop. I'm like, all right, we're here. We're paying money to be here. Let's go do things. I don't care if we're walking around property. I don't care if we're hanging out shopping at Disney Springs. I don't care if we're going to the outlets and shopping. I don't care if we're, just going to go sit and watch the murky water over at the Polynesian sipping on a Dole Whip. Let's go to the parks. I don't care. Let's do something. So what do you all do in terms of you're settled in, first day at the parks? What is that? I would assume a lot of our annual pass holders that may be watching probably go to the parks, but let's see what you guys have to say here. Mouse Talk and Melissa say they're not moving, they're just kind of getting things pared down a little bit. That's look, guys, I totally get that. If you noticed, we kind of, other than maintaining trivia, trailer reactions, and movie reviews, there was about, I'd say 3 months there that we kind of pared down a little bit too. And now I'm trying to pare it back up a bit. So I get that. Sometimes you got to kind of compress to expand later on. And that's why we've implemented these Monday night chats as needed and kind of when they best align, just so we don't get overwhelmed with things. But regardless, I get that totally. Juan says the very first thing to do is go to Figment. That's the fast pass to get. Look, I love Figment just as much as the next Disney Lovin' Fool, but he is probably not on my list of first things to do. But hey, to each their own, right? First thing I do is thank God for allowing us the opportunity to be there again. We are lucky. Not everyone has the ability to go. Look at now. Walt has like just dropped a truth bomb here that is so true that nobody else can top now. He's just like, here, I'm just going to drop this in here. Nobody else can say anything that's going to like matter at this point. But you're so true. I mean, seriously, we whine and complain about prices. We lament about, they're taking this thing away. But how many people would love to just step foot in Main Street, USA that never have and never may have the opportunity to? Seriously, though, I think that's a great point, and I will try to do that now, is just to kind of maybe before I get going, take a second and just say, wow, I can't believe I'm here again, much less the first time. So great point to bring up there. Walt says, if you ever want to guest, let us know. I'm inviting myself. No, you are always welcome to be guests on here. And I think when I did these one other time, you mentioned that, and that is something that I'd like to maybe implement into this at some point. But as we kind of just talked about, whether you're paring down or expanding back up, I do so slowly before we start kind of adding elements that may make it crazy. But it would be nice for me to not just be sitting here talking the entire time, because it does get tiring on the voice. That's why I'm sipping on the sippy cup. What about anybody else? What's the first thing you do when you come to a Disney park after you've settled in, unpacked, checked in, all that good stuff? What are you going to do? Melissa says, got to enjoy every minute. No, look, it's, you are spending whether you are staying at the campsites or you are staying at the Grand Floridian, you are just spending a lot of money, so you might as well make the most of it at that point. Well, it's been like, it was probably a month or two ago when I sometimes remember things. Maybe I'm misremembering, but trust me, we're gonna make it happen as soon as I kind of get my feet wet and doing this and making sure we maintain this over time and make sure people want to be here for this discussion night and hangout night, because I think it's something that I miss doing, because there's a lot of great Disney news to talk out there. And just because I have a topic here doesn't mean somebody can't bring up something else to talk about. If y'all want to talk about the first week of Disney Plus, bring it up right now. We'll drop this discussion right now and just keep moving on with that. I just like hanging out with you guys here, and I feel like I get a lot out of it, and I hope you do too. Just kind of talking through some things tonight. So yeah, first day we're going to be going to Disney Springs to see the Trail of Trees. I think it's what it's called, the Christmas tree. Never seen that before. Do some shopping. We will be going to Ohana at 9:45 at night. If that wasn't enough, extra magic hours start at Hollywood Studios at 7 o'clock the next morning. 7 o'clock the next morning, which means we've got to be in line no later than 6:30. I know we need to be in line sooner than that for Galaxy's Edge, but we are going to be dealing with people that don't want to get up early. So that is kind of part of the struggle there as well. So I think we've decided 6:30, be here, first time ever in Galaxy's Edge, and it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited to walk in there, even amongst the throngs of just millions of people. I know it's not millions, but it is. But that's really like the first 24 hours traveling down. We're gonna go to the outlets. We're gonna go shop at Disney Springs, Trail of Trees. We're gonna go to Polynesian, eat at Ohana late that night, and then get up first thing that morning and do Hollywood Studios all day. We're gonna be so exhausted. Ugh. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through. Let's see. Ryan's channel. Thanks for being here, buddy, and chatting along. I hope you guys have an amazing time. I love Disney World, and I go every year. It's expensive to go every year, but if you can manage it, we've been lucky enough to do that for the last 7 years. We've been married 8 years. We've gone at least once every year. I've taken 2 solo trips in that time to go camping and stuff like that, and I might be doing a solo trip in late January as well. Don't hold me to that, but maybe. But yeah, we love going there, obviously, or we wouldn't keep going back at any point in this. But yeah, so first 24 hours is crazy. Second full day there, we're going to be going to Animal Kingdom. Third day, we're going to be going to Epcot. Fourth full day, we'll be going to Magic Kingdom. And then that will be Thanksgiving that Thursday. We're not going to the parks. We're not dealing with that hot mess there. We're actually going to have a traditional Thanksgiving meal, believe it or not, at one of our group's resort suite. They have a villa at Old Key West. And we're staying in Pop Century, Jessica and I, and then the other group in the family is going to be staying at Old Key West as well. And we will definitely be doing a Thanksgiving meal. Yep, a full one in the resorts. We have to go to Chef Mickey's that morning as well. And then the last day, it's just park hopper, do whatever you want. Like, seriously, just free for all. Everybody's going to be doing whatever they want. Hopefully, we'll all be together as much as we can, but it is going to be madness. And then Saturday, I've got to book it straight back to Auburn, Alabama to go to a football game. Whew. Sunday, I will be dead to the world. No one will be able to say anything to me. Anyway, that's kind of a quick overview of what you can expect from our trip and things like that. Kyle, we're going to miss you by about 3 weeks. We'll be there in 12. Oh, my gosh. That's so close, Walt. Look, I mean, I feel like that happens so much is like people are going down there just before we do, just after we do. We literally have missed, I don't know if you guys know Benson Calor and stuff like that. We missed them by like, no, maybe it wasn't them. I know we've missed them before, but Fly Me to Disney, Kyle and I'm forgetting her name. I feel so bad. But anyway, we missed each other by like a day as well. We've had several opportunities to meet other people in the Disney YouTube community, and we have just missed them by like sometimes hours, and it's crazy. Ryan's channel says, I have an uncle that works at ESPN, which bought Disney. I'm one of the lucky ones. Oh, you are lucky, my friend. Not just from the sports aspect of it, from just the whole Disney spectrum of that. Yes, and we hope to have a great Thanksgiving there. We hope that it will be a day of recuperation. We got a kind of a mid to late breakfast. I wouldn't call it a late breakfast, but mid-morning breakfast and brunch at Chef Mickey's. And then we're probably going to take it easy the rest of the day at the resort. May go resort hopping to go check out the Christmas trees displays at all of the resorts and some things like that. You know, I really do love Christmas time, holiday time, because it's not really Christmas yet. It's still not even Thanksgiving, at the parks and the resorts for that matter, because I love Christmas. I'm not going to lie. My lights are on outside officially starting tonight. I have been slowly putting them up, getting them together, and finally I just said, you know what? I don't care. People are going to judge me. They're coming on. And so they're on. And everything's up in our house pretty much because we've got a hectic week ahead of us. We've had a couple of hectic weeks leading up to the trip and after the trip. So we're like, by the time we really get time to do it, if we don't do it now, we will never have any decorations up. So our house is full of Christmas and cheer. Anyway, so as I get a little sip of the water there, I'm thinking about timing here wise. And, you know, I know for the time being, I kind of want this to be about 30 minutes of a show, and we're kind of winding down our moment here. And I know one of the things that I want to implement as part of this discussion on Monday nights, if we can keep it up, is let this be the announcement for the theme of our Thursday trivia night. And if you have not been to a Thursday trivia night, what are you doing with your life? It's amazing. It's awesome. You need to come. Thursday nights at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. You will be able to join us for trivia night and compete to be part of our leaderboard, bragging rights, or just to have fun. Either one. It's always great. The theme will be, not a shocker here, Frozen 2. Now, I know what you're saying. Why are you going to do Frozen themed when the movie hadn't even technically come out on Thursday? But hear me out. We keep this strictly spoiler-free because we won't even have seen it yet. We try to really be aware of the fact that some of our viewers have not seen certain things or experienced certain things, so we try to keep that at a minimum, any spoiler opportunities. And if there are spoiler opportunities, we try to say, spoilers, do not be here if you have not seen or done this thing. So it's safe to be here, but Frozen 2 will be the theme. There are trivia bits that we can do about it, even without seeing it. that we will do on Thursday night. So I hope you can join us, and it will be the last live we'll be able to do for about 2 weeks because we will be in Walt Disney World. So I hope you can join us there. So Frozen 2 is the theme. Mouse Talk says Disney Plus. Okay, great here. Let me cover some other things that you guys would want to talk about the last few minutes we had here. Disney Plus stuff. So Mouse Talk said Disney Plus. So I've watched Castaway Cowboy, Darby O'Gill, and the Little People, Candlestone, and started Unidentified Flying Oddball. So you have taken the approach, Walt, it seems like, instead of watching all the new things, watching all the old things first, which there's no judgment here on that part. That sounds like a great thing too. I do think I've got to get to some of those things, but right now, with doing this channel and doing our reviews, by the way, if you haven't, we've got episodes 1 and 2 reviews of The Mandalorian up and the Lady and the Tramp remake. Walt rolls his eyes at that because he doesn't watch the remakes. But yeah, so if you haven't checked those out, please do so. We are trying to make sure we get to most of those things that people want to see from us review-wise before we move on in to other things. Alex says, I've been watching the Mickey Mouse shorts on Disney Plus because of Mickey's birthday. Yeah, I do like that they are putting like a marquee up there for something that's happening, Mickey's birthday, and so here's all the Mickey things that you can watch. I think that's a brilliant thing to do there. And you say you're going to try to be there Thursday. Love to have you there. I love to have you there. And you can wish us safe travels as we wrap that up and head on to the world of Disney, the House of Mouse, so to speak. Walt says, I've also seen The Mandalorian, Jeff Goldblum, and The Imagineering Story. Dang, you have been busy, my friend. I have watched... How about this? Everybody, right now, what have you watched in Disney Plus? And if it's too much to list, just give us as much as you can. I have watched, and this will kind of wrap us up tonight. Watched The Mandalorian, Lady and the Tramp. I am almost done with the Clone Wars. Now, I started watching the Clone Wars on Netflix. They took it off literally with like 10 episodes left that I had to do. So I am 4 episodes left of the Clone Wars. And then I think I'm going to go through a watching of the rest of the Star Wars saga stuff. Obviously the movies, but I'm going to watch Rebels, Resistance, some of the shorts they have that go along with that. I want to try to get caught up on all things Star Wars while we're kind of leading up to the new movie. But yeah, there's tons of good stuff on there, and there's plenty to watch. And I'm super excited about getting into more of the things. I'm obviously going to watch the Imagineering Story and all that kind of stuff, Disney for a Day. I just have not had the time to do so at this point. But we'll see. It's still plenty of time to go and plenty to see. All 3 of those things are amazing, especially The Mandalorian and The Imagineering Story. I know I just have not had time to watch The Imagineering Story, but I will definitely get to it, I promise. And we'll probably do a review on it at some point. Probably will be like, people won't care about it at that point, but hey. We got The Mandalorian out, and we got the Lady and the Tramp out for you. So that's about all you can ask for at this point. Yeah, so if you got some rapid fire questions, comments that you want to get in as we head out here, again, I hope you can join us on Thursday night for Trivia Night. The theme will be Frozen 2, and it will be the last live that you will see from us officially when we go on our trip. We might do some lives if we can. We're going to do a lot of vlogging, a lot of dealing with people traveling with us, so we'll see if we can do something live for you from a park or something. So pay close attention to our social media and even the YouTube channel when we're gone. The problem with the Clone Wars is that they're all the same. Get it? All the same clones. Wow, Walt. On that note, that was a great way to end the night. Thank you all so much for being here on a Monday night, a random Monday night, and we hope to do these more often, and hopefully that you can join us to be part of it. Like Walt had suggested, we might have guests in the future, but I want to make sure that I get in the habit of doing this and that it actually will work with my schedule. But for now, we're going to keep doing this, so thank you so much for being here tonight. Pamela's just here. Pamela, I'm sorry we're about to head out. Just announced the Disney Trivia theme night. Disney Trivia Night theme, Frozen 2. So there you go. So you got a leg up. Make sure you're watching all our content on our channel. Make sure you do stuff like comment, share it out. There will be ways to get bonus points, a bonus point at the start of trivia night if you're doing that. But you have to watch the content and share the content and even comment on the content. Those are ways that are possible that might be rewarded. Never know which one. Walt says, great stream and see you Thursday night and safe travels and bright suns. I'm ready to start saying that as well. Thank you so much, guys, for being here tonight. It's been fun. Thank you again for always being here and supporting us on this channel. Jessica and I really appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts that you would take a little bit of your time and spend it with us, because it's very valuable. And we will see you on Thursday night for Disney Trivia Night and getting ready for our trip. So until we assemble again, may the Force be with you, and we'll see you real soon. Bye, guys.